thanks so much to Ryan, Brent for what they've done to put the effort in to get that done. And set the bar high now, guys. So keep doing it. I can't tell you how much that helps the players, just the energy. And we went into the game. We talked about it last night. We wanted to give that energy to the stadium. We didn't want to be a team that feeds off of that and feeds off of a home crowd. And now you want to be. It's different. We wanted to be able to feed energy to the crowd. I thought they were loud, especially early on. We gave that play, and then early on defense, and the crowd was a huge factor in us being able to get a stop and hold a field goal there. And, so appreciate the fans, appreciate the administration for making that happen. We're getting closer to playing a full game. We're getting closer. Good thing about that is we haven't peaked yet. And if I'm not mistaken, that's kind of how you want it. You want to play your best ball. You start rolling into the end of October and November. And I thought we played the closest thing we have to a complete game. I think it was five plays in the first half that, whether it was lack of focus, a lack of discipline, lack of execution, and we hurt ourselves. And two of those we were able to overcome it. Then we got to continue to work and strive to play that perfect game, and that's what I'm on them about. That's what we stay on, and that's our goal: is play that perfect game. Look, it's an imperfect game. We all know that, but our goal, right? I get it. There hadn't been a team in the history of football probably to go through the whole season without having a penalty or without having a I don't know about the turnover, but we can't do those things. We can't do it. We were able to overcome them today. Got a good victory. We, situationally, I thought we did good. When you count fourth downs in there, we were 9 of 13. It was 8 of 12 on third, 1 of 1 on fourth. So I was able to keep the drives going. We got into the red area. We did a good job in the red area. I thought Haynes executed very well right before halftime with limited amount of time on the clock. Had one timeout in our pocket, and I planned on using it to save the clock when the defense was out there, and it's the way it went. We were able to save it and use it for the field goal there at the end. So great job by the offense being able to go and put points on the board there going into halftime. You love to say, hey, take out a couple of plays here and there, but hey, that's why you play the game, right? And defensively, for the most part, did continue to make some improvement in areas. Thought we contested balls better today, but there's still, we came out at half and gave up those 2 plays really quick. We busted a coverage. There was lack of communication. That's on our part. But and then we gave up the slant there on the second play. But then when we tightened back down. So look, I'm proud of the team, proud of the coaches. Thought we got better this week. That was the challenge on Sunday, and enjoy it tonight. And then tomorrow the new challenge comes. Another 1-game season in front of us. Questions?
Questions?
Okay. Jordan stepped in and had heard from Malik today, had a really good statistical day. Just what did you see from him?
I don't know what the stat was. What was it? 667. Bailey had 448. Those 2 guys together, stepping in from Malik, they both did a really good job. But that, I think I might have said earlier in the week, that's why you play guys early. That's why you play them early in the season. So when times like this come, and you've got guys that might be down for a game, you got guys that are able to step in. It's not the first time out there, and he did a nice job. He's got speed, he can run, and he's getting more and more confident doing it. Right, but if he hadn't had that, I don't remember what game it was. Maybe it was second or third game of the year where he caught that little screen pass at the end of the game and got tracked down and caught. If he hadn't been out there in that situation and felt the speed of the game, well, he's probably not able to go out and be able to be productive today. But I thought Haynes did a couple of times on third downs and just evade a rush, throw the ball up. We had one Zion called, and then the other one I think Bailey called just to make a play. And I thought we threw the ball, threw the ball well. Where were we?
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
304. 25 for 30.
I'm saying efficiency. I don't care about yards.
25 for 30.
25-31. It's all about efficiency, guys. Hey, I can care less. A lot of yards get put up on boards and they have L's at the end of it. So I don't care. I want to be efficient. wish we had that, on the first drive, we're moving the ball right out the gate, and we put the ball on the ground, we can't do that. But all in all, I'm extremely happy, did win number 8 on the season. Extremely happy with these guys, but I think the thing I'm the most happy about is I know they're gonna come back in tomorrow ready to work.
Kelly?
I didn't really talk about last year, but last year, Fran Brown took some quotes out of context a little bit.
I don't give a crap. We just won a football game, man. It was a well-fought football game. 2 competitive coaches. Look. Keep going.
Well, so I imagine, given that was probably maybe the most disappointing ACC game you guys played last year too.
In your eyes?
Yeah.
They're all mine. All of them were.
Yeah.
All of them that you didn't win were disappointing.
How nice was it to have the performance you guys did and play a complete game against an opponent that you didn't play as well against last year?
Faceless opponent, guys. Like, for me to sit up here and tell you that that game meant more to me than another game, now I'm a hypocrite of what I tell the players every week. We have a faceless opponent and play to our strengths and play to be the best version of ourselves.
Luke?
Brett, in terms of total value, you've been very high on Haynes and what he means to this team. There was some Heisman talk getting thrown around this season. That seems to be growing. Where do you stand on him in terms of being a legitimate Heisman Trophy candidate after
What you
5
mean,
touchdowns?
legitimate versus not legitimate? I mean, what?
Just as a
You are,
Heisman
you are.
Trophy candidate, in your eyes, how do you see
What's the
him?
definition? I'm just making look up the definition of what that trophy is.
Most outstanding.
Says it right there. I mean, find me somebody else on the team that brings more value to the team, that is truly the epitome of what the team is rooted in. He can run, he can throw. I mean, it's. I'm glad he's on my team. I don't have a vote for it. I don't know anybody who does. I know, you don't have to raise your hand, Kelly. Everybody knows you do. But it'd be a shame if he's not in New York. I think he will be.
Terrence?
Needless to say, Haynes has been a Superman out there during games. Is there any concern that he may be getting too many hits out there?
We didn't bring any stretchers out for him today. If I'm not mistaken, there was a couple guys that tried to tackle him that got taken off the field though. He ain't being Superman, he's just being Haynes.
And along those same lines, about 7 minutes ago, you guys were up by 18 points. Was there any thought about bringing in Philo perhaps to kind of give him a breather, so to speak?
No. A breather. No, I mean, look, starters are starters, and our backups are valuable back. Aaron Philo is a hell of a football player. He's gonna be a great quarterback. He's a great quarterback. Right? If I walk in and coach a game, I'm scared somebody's gonna get hurt. Right? Everything I've worked to instill into this program and this program B for the last 3 years is washed and gone.
Obviously, a pretty tough moment for Josh there with the drop early, comes back, gets a touchdown on the 4th down, did another one. What's the message to a guy like that in that moment? And how
That was
nice
the
was it
message.
to
I
see
said, hey, you drop that, we'll put it behind you, you're gonna catch one later for a touchdown.
How nice is it to see him actually get that in fruition on a 4th
You
down?
got 2.
Like,
You got 2. You got 2 of them. 2 touchdowns, 2 drops. Should have 4. But I told him, he came off the field, I said, hey, move on, next play, you're gonna get one later on. And 4th and 1, we had a really good play design. He was able to get the touchdown, we got one later on him. Look, you can carry that with you for the rest of the day and not have anything to show for it.
Rob?
Could you talk about your team's ability this year to take the momentum away from the other team after they score? Today was another example, I think, with 2 touchdowns, right after Syracuse had scored.
Yeah, I mean, we're just playing football. I mean, it's complementary football. I don't really believe in momentum. I believe in teams that play one play at a time and play forward, coach forward. Again, momentum is not, good teams play good football, regardless of the situation, regardless of the circumstances.
Coach Key, I know you're all about efficiency, so I'm gonna get your thoughts just on third down defense today, 5 for 14, just overall your thoughts on how the defense perform on third down and money down.
The what?
Money down.
It's third down. Fourth down, you get a stop on third, you're ready to play fourth now. I mean, that's the way it is these days. Yeah, we're making improvements. We're making improvements. You know, we have some things, you know, we got to clean up, obviously. You know, but again, a lot of this goes back to situational football. And I think we're doing a good job in situational ball. Understanding the importance of it. How many fourth downs they have? You know, they went for 4 fourth down today. So just because you get a stop on third doesn't necessarily mean you're off the field. I mean, you know, 2 out of 4 times they did conversion on fourth down, so we got to go stop those too.
Seth?
In the current AP poll, you're one of 5 coaches out of the top 11, or 7 of the top 25 that are alums of the school they're coaching.
Say that again now.
5 of the top 11.
Really?
I had to make sure I had this right. And then 2 more, Jeff
Who are
Bauman,
they?
Kenny Dillingham.
Who are they?
You, Kirby, Clark Lee, Kalani Sataki,
And
Mario, yeah. Is there anything to that? Like, is there?
Mike too.
Well, is there, I mean, every situation's different, but is there anything like to that? Like, do you think there's any reason for it, particularly in this era? Does it help to have that attachment, that history?
I don't know. It helps me. I can't speak for them. I'm not out there playing the game. We're not out there playing. So, I don't know. It's kind of a hypothetical question. I just know what it does for us. It helps us. It helps me. But, I mean, I had no clue that stat. That's pretty cool. 5 out of 11 and 2 more are in the top. Wow. Well, I guess it does then. Stats, right?
Jeff?
To follow up on that, will you allow yourself at all to soak this in? I mean, you're undefeated as an alum. What's taking place out there with the sold out crowd? I mean, this place was kind of down for a few years and now look at you.
Oh, look at me. Look at them. Look at the players. Look at the coaches. They're the ones that are going out there and doing it.
Coach, any update, I guess, on Zach? He left the game with the injury, and then just the overall performance of the secondary today. Just it is a little depleted there in the secondary, but what do you make of their a little bit? Yeah, what do you make of the performance there of those guys?
Yeah, I mean, we gave up those couple of big plays to start the second half, but what was it? I mean, we gave up, 224 yards passing. I'm not a stat guy, I could care less, but you brought it up, so, you know, take away that, what was that, 75 yards in 2 plays? I mean, you're sitting there, I mean, they're getting better and better. They transitioned on the ball better today. You know, we had a couple of, you know, plays up, you know, the seam. We got to protect the middle of the field better. You know, we got to fit some of the perimeter, you know, some of the add-on bubbles better. You know, keep our leverage on the ball. But I thought for being a good guys, but again, that comes back to why we play guys a lot early in the season. Of course, I don't have any update on Zach at all. You know, I'll do something Thursday. But no, I mean, I thought they did a good job.
Time for 1 or 2 more. Kelly?
Kind of piggybacking on that a little bit, you were down both starting corners, 3 of your top 4 defensive tackles. Matt didn't play in the second half, it looked like. Just wanted to talk about kind of the depth you're building here and how you're able to overcome these things that would have been a killer a year or 2 ago for you. Was when you got depleted in the secondary or whatever's happened in the past. How much does it talk about the depth you're building and that you're able to turn to Shaheed or whoever it is, or different corners and get the job done?
Yeah, I mean, that's the name of the game. I mean, recruiting's our lifeblood. There's a locker room full of really, really good football players, high school football players in there right now. We need more of those guys to come join us as well. But we really, you know, we made a very, very conscious effort to develop our depth at key positions. And secondary was definitely one of them. Defensive tackle, defensive line was definitely one of them. You know, last year, you know, we started losing guys on the back end. It not only hurts you on the defensive side, but it hurts you on special teams. That's where it really starts to show up. So, but to me, you're never where you need to be from a depth standpoint, from a roster standpoint. And we got to continue to work our tails off to increase our depth and increase the level of our roster, and we will.
Okay. go ahead and wrap up with.
We have one more.
We got one more, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coach, to add on to the subject of your defense, it seems like your front seven especially has been able to make timely stops, mainly on 4th and short all year. Whether it be against Temple, New Tech, even today, early on in the game, they get a first and goal, you hold them in field goal, get a stop on 4th down, and Jason Moore forces a fumble. Can you elaborate on your front seven's ability to make plays and timely goals?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing it. They're improving every week. And I'll walk in there tomorrow night and tell the team the same thing. We have to improve in the next week. We have to. Teams this time of year that they play winning football, all right, improve each week. Because you're not gonna stay the same by any means. You're gonna improve, you're gonna get worse. And we gotta improve, and it's hard to do, but I'm gonna challenge them again tomorrow to do it.
Okay, now we'll wrap up with
That's
coach
it.
players.
All right, go Jackets.
Josh, in practice this week, did you have any idea that the ball was gonna go to you in those situations you were in today?
Yeah, there was definitely a couple plays that we had where some things were scripted up. I think we did a great job as an offense of designing things to get me open. Pretty disappointed in 2 of them. Obviously, 2 went the way I wanted it, but got to move on, next play, and yeah.
Nice.
Coach Key said this was about as complete of a game as y'all had played today for either of you. Would you feel that that's the case as well?
I mean, it's close, but we're not there yet. We still have a lot of room for improvement. Whether it's pushing the tempo, getting people lined up, communicating, stuff like that. So we're almost there, but still not all the way there on our standard on what we want to be and doing a complete game.
Next. Kelly?
All right, what was better, scoring the touchdown or forcing the fumble for you, Josh?
Those were the first touchdowns of my career. It felt pretty good, but going down and forcing that fumble it was pretty cool. Just seeing the play kind of work itself out and putting a hat on the ball. I wish I could have got up and recovered it too, but yeah, I'd say both of them pretty equal.
George?
Haynes, you are certainly playing at a Heisman level. When you were a kid, did you ever dream about winning the Heisman Trophy?
I mean, a little bit, but more of it was, I dreamed of playing and winning the national championship. And that's just kind of who I am. I'm a team first guy, and whatever it takes.
Was there a quarterback growing up that you idolized, that you try to emulate now?
Like pros, college?
Either one.
I mean, college, when I was like in high school, like Deshaun Watson, he played at a pretty high level with what he did. But pros, I'd say, growing up when I was younger, Tom Brady, just how he, controlled the whole game, game management, and then, now just kind of Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, just, kind of how they operate and what they do.
Luke?
Haynes, I know your identity is so much rooted in team success, but we were just talking to Coach, and he stood on the table for you as a Heisman contender, and what you do, the value you bring to the team is more than anyone else at the position in the sport. What does that mean to you to have a coach stand on the table for you, to have players that back you and that believe, that you could win that award, even though your identity is in team success first?
I mean, it means a lot, that people believe in you and believe that you can get that done as well. But like I said before, as long as we keep winning and executing and getting the job done, that'll take care of itself.
Okay.
Haynes, just with Malik going down, obviously he doesn't play today with the injury, but Jordan and Bailey, they both step up and take on a bigger role. What did you see from them in their performance today?
I mean, they did a great job, ball in their hands, you see what they can do. They can make plays on the ball and make people miss in open field. But essentially it's just really the next man up, and that's just kind of, our team knows it, and that's just kind of who we are, next man up, and the standard doesn't change. They came in and did a really heck of a job of executing and doing what we asked them to do.
Michael?
Haynes, you said you grew up
dreaming about winning the national championship. You guys are in a good position to have a chance to do that. Do you allow yourself to think about that kind of stuff at all?
It's always, next game, next play, kind of mentality. It's never, try to look at it too far in advance. Because like I said, if you handle, the present of what's going on and control what you can control, like I said, everything else will handle itself.
Josh, do you have anything to add to that? Give you perspective.
Playing on a team that won a national championship, there's a lot of things that you have to do to be capable of doing it. And I've seen a lot of that out of this team. Obviously, we just need to focus on one game at a time, and that's going to put us in the position where we need to be.
Josh, what do you appreciate most about Haynes as a quarterback and just from a leadership standpoint?
Yeah, just really who he is as a person. I think, you want to go out there and play your absolute hardest for him because of what he does for this team. Great leader, great person, just hanging out outside of the building and stuff. And obviously the dude can ball, so it's fun.
Time for a couple more, Rob.
Josh, how much fun is it for you guys in the tight end room, seeing the tight ends get more involved in the offense as the season goes on?
It's great. It's been great. I mean, we stress this every week. It's just doing whatever you're asked. And, if that's getting the ball, if it's scoring, it's great. I think we just need to continue to build. Our goal this week was to put together 4 quarters as a room of good football. And I think we did that for the most part. Obviously, there's, I will say, the drops are unacceptable, and it's not going to happen again. Other than that, yeah, it feels good. We're really good as a room right now, and just, continue building 1 week at a time.
Anything more for these guys? We're good? Okay.
Thank you.
Haynes, Josh,
Thanks, guys.
Leifer, questions? Kelly?
Jason, obviously, another good game for you. You had to step up a lot with Matt going down. Can you talk a little bit about your strip and then the half sack you had?
So, first going on the half sack, I wanted to give a lot of that credit to Shamik Jones. So it was in more of a heavy personnel since they came out of 13 personnel. He got great push on the front side of the play, kind of flushed it out to the right. So I was able to just kind of clean it up, have the rest of the guys come through, force a pivotal field goal at that junction in time. Then on the strip, kind of retracing on the play. I forgot what linebacker was in that held him up. I seen the ball kind of loose in the quarterback's arm, so I just kind of went through, ripped it right at that point, because we kind of harp on it every day in practice. Got to get the ball out, punch, rips, all of that. So kind of seeing all of that come to fruition at that point.
Jen.
Jason, as a guy that's been here since 2020, can you believe what's happening this season to be undefeated, playing in front of this crowd? Is it kind of surreal to you?
It's kind of surreal at a point, but I believe going into camp and throughout camp, I felt like this was going to be one of those years when we was going to pop off. One of our main points that we talk about as a team is just taking the next jump, just kind of seeing everything conglomerate, come together as one. That's just kind of the pot boiling over for what should have been a sleeping giant is us right now, and just kind of reaping our fruits that's been going on from all the work from the last couple of years, just kind of just everything finally gelling.
What has made you guys so effective on those, short yardage situations, the last 2 or 3 games?
Our mindset as a defense. I mean, we know get to that short yard, you got to bow up, stop the offense. I mean, not too much to say about it, but it's just mindset.
Garrett?
Jason, tell us about that dance that you had after the celebration after you forced that fumble.
So it's one of the things, though, every day before warm-ups, one of the other D tackles, Blake Beelan, freshman from New York, it's funny, he played his twin brother today, but with our strength coach, he does a little handshake with Coach Byron Gerardo. They every day in warm-ups, they do all of that. So I said, Blake, if I make a play, I'm gonna do you a little celebration for you.
That's awesome.
Jay.
Kyle, it's the 4th straight game y'all have allowed fewer and fewer and fewer points compared to the game before. Does this feel like it's emblematic of the progress y'all are making as a defense right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's still 16 points too many. So, I mean, we definitely got to, still got stuff to clean up. Got to lock it on in, get back to work tomorrow.
Terrence.
Jason, compared to other Georgia Tech teams, you guys seem to be very, very focused. Why you guys, what's the ability, I mean, what has caused you guys to be so focused, game in and game out nowadays?
I think it's one of those things, just the overall maturity of the team, guys who's underclassmen years before, played a lot of snaps coming through, just kind of knowing when to lock in at certain junctures in time, having faith, lean on your brothers at critical moments, and just fighting as one, whether it's special teams, offense, defense, just having just like that innate belief, childlike faith, just keeping pushing as a team, and weather every storm that we get through.
Is that something you guys talk about as players, or do the coaches talk to you guys about that too, about the consistency and the focus?
I believe it started top down, but as opposed to other years, it's been more harped on as player led in a sense. So just kind of us policing ourselves. I believe that's one of the biggest differences. So it's like good teams are going to be coach led, all tell true all the time, but great teams are always going to be player led. So I believe that's what the biggest jump from years prior to this year is.
Anything else? Okay.
Kyle, I mean, the defense in general is a little banged up, just defensive line all the way back up to the secondary. What do you make of the guys who stepped in today and really pushed themselves and like kind of got into more playing time, if you will?
Yeah, I mean, that's, at this point, that's kind of what it is. I mean, that's, game 8 of the season. I mean, some folks are going to go down, so some young guys are going to have to step up. So, I mean, it comes down to just locking in the beginning of the week, learning the game plan, and coming to show out on Saturday.
Luke?
Question for both you guys. Haynes is never one to take a lot of credit for what he does. He deflects and puts it all on the team. Coach Q was in here a little bit ago, says it's a guy that should be in New York for the Heisman at the end of the year. I'm wondering, what is your pitch to the people who are, tuning in and seeing Haynes and his team for the first time of why he should be in New York, be a Heisman Trophy contender?
I mean, there's not too much I can say. I mean, you just got to turn on the tape and watch it. I mean, you watch Haynes, I mean, throwing the ball, running the ball, tough dude, I mean, leading his team. I mean, I think it's all pretty self-explanatory.
Kind of piggybacking off of what Kyle said, like, kind of this, obviously you can see that's the engine that gets the whole thing going. It's like, it's not a lot of other people in the country that's that much of a focal point to the team. I just think more recognition is deservedly so needs to be placed upon him. I believe at the end, in the second week of December, he needs to be up there in New York as well.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of, he's been putting up Heisman numbers too. I mean, it's just been about us winning games so folks can see what he's doing.
Anything else? All right, thanks, fellas.
Okay, last but not least, on everybody's left, we have Jordan Allen. On everybody's right, we have Clayton Valley. Questions? Rob?
Jordan, Coach talks a lot about, taking advantage of your opportunities, next man up, that type of thing. Is that something you've been preparing for since preseason camp?
Oh yes, sir, most definitely. Just being behind Malik and Bailey, just learning a lot from them already. With Malik out today, my number was called a lot, and I was very well prepared for it. So it was a great day.
Garrett?
It was a great day, but I mean, how does it feel? Like walk us through your emotions, just getting out on the field, true freshman, doing the things that you do.
Yes, sir. It was great. Just with the fans being loud, just making a play and just hearing the crowd. I mean, it's not like that in high school, So just playing in a great atmosphere, just playing for a great group of guys, a great group of seniors. It feels great.
I asked this of the other players too, but what from your standpoint, why do you think this team is so focused every game? It seems like you guys are, you never lose that, for the most part, from week to week.
Just not wanting to feel like we felt for the past 3 or 4 years. Like, it's a lot different because obviously we're on a roll, but it's like we don't even want to think back to what it was. We want to, stay in the present and just keep taking it day by day. We want to go 1-0 at each and every game. Just worrying on that week, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future, just taking it, hey, this is the opponent, we're going to prepare the right way, we're going to play the right way, we're going to execute, we're going to play as a family, as a team. Just playing together. That's all I can really say, honestly. Like that is like the biggest thing that I've seen out of us. Like, we're always playing for each other, nothing else. Like, just playing for each other.
Right back here in the back. Right here.
Hey Jordan, can you talk to me about the tape that you have on your face and tell me what it means to you and how does it motivate you?
Yes, sir. So I have Philippians 4:13 just written on my eye tape, because that's really my favorite verse. You know, I have it tatted on my arm, you know, because, I mean, God is the ultimate power. I mean, without him, I'm nothing. I mean, so just to have him just somewhere on me, present at all times, you know, just to give me that strength and the wisdom just to go there and do what I do.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
We talked to, Malik a few times this season. He says he sees a lot of himself in you. So I just want to ask what he's meant to you just as far as a mentor and just helping you get to this point where you're at currently.
Yes, sir. Malik has been great for me. You know, just ever since I've been here, he's kind of taken me under his wing and, you know, just teaching me his ways. And, I'm picking stuff from his game to add to my game just to better myself as a player. You know, I mean, so he's been a great role model for me and just happy to have him back.
Chad?
Clayton, obviously you had a decision in the offseason to come back here. Has this exceeded your wildest expectations to be where you guys are now?
Yeah, like it's hard to have imagined that. Okay, we'll be 8-0 right now. Like it's crazy that I can looking back then. It's like okay, like you don't really know what's gonna happen. You just got me. I just trust my gut. Like I love this program, love my teammates, love this coaching staff, and just trying to put my own pride aside, but just I just want to do everything I can to win. And that's honestly what we've been doing. Like, it's not just me out there, it's him. It's, like you said, all the seniors, all the freshmen, literally everybody in between, the coaching staff. So it's like a real full program thing, and I'm just glad that I'm not trusting my own gut. Like, things can be deceiving, but I'm just glad I stuck with my gut and stayed here because obviously it's paying off.
Jordan, having grown up in the area in Lawrenceville, did you have any family or friends in the crowd today? And if so, what was it like seeing those familiar faces watching you make your collegiate debut?
Yes, sir. I had, my family back home, my mom, dad, little brother. My big brother was actually at work, but he sent me a video from the game, so he was still tuned in, just support me. And, that's the biggest thing. That's why I really came here, just to stay home and just play for the hometown team and just provide and make the plays.
Garrett, Rod, Kelly.
Yes, a lot of injuries in the secondary right now. What do you make of the performance of the guys and stepping up and kind of taking on their moment?
Kind of like just seizing opportunity, like how Jordan did today. He sees his opportunity, and that's how I look at it when it comes to us being banged up. It's next man up. That doesn't mean the play drops. It doesn't mean things go bad or anything. It's just like, okay, now it's your turn. Like we're expecting you to make the same amount of plays and even more, honestly. So it's just next man up. Never get complacent, and just keep on grinding, keep on working every day.
Real quick, sorry. But this was something that you did like when you were a freshman. You step up and you had that kind of situation. You stepped up and you filled that role. I mean, what kind of experience do you impart any of that wisdom on your teammates?
Yeah, I do it honestly anytime it happens, honestly. Like when those situations happen, even though it's not what you want to happen, it's like you gotta speak wisdom and speak knowledge into the young guys, because it's like you said, it's different from high school. So it's like stepping to that stage, it can honestly be kind of nervous. Like it can be a little nerve-wracking or anything like that. But just trying to make sure they're always calm, because you came here with the ability to make plays. You came here with the knowledge to execute. So all you gotta do is just trusting yourself, trusting your technique, trusting what you've been taught, and just let it loose and just play. So like how you say, it was me. It was the same thing with me, honestly. So just trying to preach that same stuff to the young guys.
Rod,
You've had a chance to watch this offense up close all year. Do you feel this may have been their best performance of the year thus far?
Yeah, let me see, what is it, 543 yards, I think. Am I saying that right? I love to see that as an offense. Like, I love enjoying, all the guys that go against every day in practice make plays, because it's like the work that they're putting in doesn't get seen. Like, I see it every day in practice. So just seeing that all their preparation coming and unfolding and really showing in light is really good to see as a defensive player. Obviously, you want your offense to score a lot of points, so it's always good to see that.
Clayton, you've been here for a lot of football. This was the first sellout of an ACC game since you've been here. It was packed with your own fans, being loud, making it town. What is that like for you guys?
It's amazing, honestly. Like seeing how this program has did a complete 180. Like just seeing all the fans, you know, just knowing that we have a support system that is honestly like, unbreakable right now, and hoping that, you know, the fans keep on showing up, because we literally feed off of their energy. Like when they hype, we hype. Like it's like a full circle moment, honestly, when they're here. Like when that thing rocking, especially for defensive players, like when it's third down and that thing rocking, it's like, okay, it's time to play. So it's just always fun to see the, you know, the stadium packed to the top row, honestly. So it's just good to see all that.
Is there anything, Jack, if you want to say?
Do y'all like the new helmets?
Yeah, the new logo. Yeah, I mess with it.
All right, we're back.